this night stuff is kind of fun. Yeah!
You got to pull a win here, Frank, for us.
There's that scene in Power Rangers 2 where Ivan Ooze is just like sniffing around, and he's like, "What's that smell?" He's like, "Teenagers." He smells the teenagers.
No. You think you're good? All right. Do they even continue Power Rangers? I don't even know.
Yeah, it still goes on.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many?
Still on in Japan now too, like season 30 or whatever. Same with Kamen Rider. There's a million different Kamen Riders.
How many different iterations of the Rangers have there been?
I don't know. Like
what should say arcs? I guess you should call them.
Well, they're seasons, and each season is like different Rangers. Like in Japan, it's like different Rangers. I think for a bunch of them, or it's different whatever. You know, where they have new powers or something. You know. Like Kamen Rider, it's like a different Kamen Rider, a different kid always becoming Kamen Rider, a guy or whatever, you know. And there's a different theme. There was, you know, just like in America, dinosaurs, ninjas. What is it? The fucking trains, I think, was the new Power Rangers.
Trains?
Yeah, everything's train themed.
Whoa,
Nice.
did you see that?
Yeah.
Nice, Frank.
There's
All
like
right.
train themed, like you know how they had cars with the police one. There was a Power Rangers where they were like police in like the future or whatever like that. They had like cars. You know, they did like train. You know, I mean, fucking Kamen Rider had fruit. You know, so it's not that ridiculous.
But each of the Power Rangers, like the new Rangers, each of that is a season. It wasn't like, let's say the first season with the.
It's an entirely new
T-Rex
show,
and
just like
stuff.
how there's, you know, Kamen Rider 4s, you know, Kamen Rider this, or Ultraman Tiga, Ultraman Ultra 7, you know what I mean? Like, it's a different show.
Okay, so a different show. You wouldn't necessarily say it's a different season of Power
Some
Rangers.
of them might. I don't know. I'm not a fucking Rhodes Scholar with this shit.
'Cause that's what was confusing me, because you're like, oh, it's probably like season 30.
Well,
but
you know
I'm
what's
like,
confusing you is because, well, it's the same show. It's still Power Rangers.
Nice, Frank.
It's still called Power Rangers. It's just a different cast or a different theme, or
Nice.
That's what I was trying
you got to
to
get the bracelet down there though.
I got
No, he got
the
it already.
bracelet.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
I got the bracelet.
Frank's trying to kill. Andrew's trying to kill you.
He is. He's
My
really
bad. All right, this is it.
Take your time, Frank.
Yes.
Please.
Look at that length and.
Yeah, the range is insane.
No, I meant his penis fire.
Careful with the jumping too. Don't hit those lasers. Like that.
Thank you.
I said careful with the jumping. I
me
fucked you
up.
up. I fucked you up.
You
Yeah.
fucked me up.
I fucked you up.
Silence on the box.
Why don't you shut your fucking mouth and actually play the game good? You could do that, and then you could actually, instead of blaming me for your failure.
I got nothing.
Making me pissed off. Blaming me. I'm not taking the heat for that. Telling you watch the lasers because you jumped into them last time because you were jumping too much.
Just do what you did, Frank. You did good.
That was good because you waited for the chests.
Yes.
This game's so hard it makes me angry.
Would you like to try?
No. Never said
Was
that.
it angry by what, by association, I guess, or whatever, or what would it be?
Like a contact high.
Contact anger.
Yeah.
So what we're saying, oh, the Power Ranger seasons, yeah. Because I figured like the first T-Rex thing was like, let's say like 60 episodes or something, just to throw a number out there. I would assume that's like at least 3 seasons of just that one thing.
Or one season.
Yeah, I guess.
That's actually one. Well, in America, that would be one season because they there was a thing about some sort of syndicated TV. I was watching something about the Dragon Ball Z dubs and about how Harmony Gold combined like Macross and like 2 different anime into one anime called Robotech.
Back here.
Even though they're 3
Fuck.
different shows, because syndicated television only said they would only like syndicate it if they had 60 episodes. Of course, it's a Japanese show, so there's only like 24 episodes. So they just took 3 different 24 episode series and called it one show. You know what I mean? So it's like in Japan that could have been like, you know, whatever. It could have been like, or in America it could have been like well, it could have been 3 different shows. It could have counted only as like 1 season, or who knows? You know what I mean? It's all fucked up and crazy. And I'm always confused with Rita Repulsa about like what's English, what's Japanese. I know they dubbed over her voice, but it's like. But then there was like a woman who played her, like in the American movie. In the American movie.
Nice, Frank.
That's how you do it.
Beautiful.
That's how you do it.
Beautiful.
Do I get him? Yeah, I think we can do it. Take your time.
In the American
Yeah.
movie, they had like a woman who looked exactly like the Japanese woman playing her and doing the voice. So I'm like, what?
Yeah. And Frank, concentrate, take your time, because you have range on that. Don't worry about, you know.
And you got like 3 minutes now, too. Is this the only fight? Or do you have to push
No,
this guy
he comes
twice?
back again.
Oh, that's right. And he shoots laser out of his chest, right? Shush what? I didn't tell you to do anything.
So Rita Repulsa. You
No,
said
you know
there was
what?
an
I'm going to
actor.
talk about the boss anymore. I'm going to talk the boss.
Concentrate, Frank. But you said there's an actress that you think played her.
Well, there is an actress who dubbed her, but it's hard to tell with the Japanese one because they found a woman for the American movie that was strictly American. There's no Japanese counterpart to that movie.
Death.
Oof.
There's no Japanese counterpart to that movie. So they found a woman who sounds looks exactly like, or they looks at least, because obviously she sounds like an American.
Or they
Because
found
she's being dubbed by an American.
they found the lady and gave her classes in English and trained her to
Maybe.
actually.
Or maybe they just had the same actress and they just dubbed over her lines in real time. I don't know.
Huh, maybe that's a possibility too.
It's time to conquer Earth. From her space dumpster that she was released from. And they had to tow down Lord Zed because he was giving children nightmares with his with his exposed brains and his glowing red body and stuff like that. I mean, he's Satan basically. But then they made him like fall in love with Rita, and he got all cornbally. And, you know, he opens up the egg in the movie, and he's just like, excellent. And in the movie, his brain pulsates.
You know, I really never got any of that when I was a kid. Like that, none of that stuff ever scared me like that. Like, oh, well,
No, it never scared me.
you know what did frighten me and it did for a long time was Chucky, Child's Play. Just that, like, not Jason, not Freddy, just Chucky. For
Is that the
whatever
third
reason.
one? With
No, any of the
that's,
Chuckies.
that's Bride of Chucky.
Yeah, no, well, not Bride of Chucky. Like by that time, it was like whatever. I'm talking about.
It
Like,
was
the
a
first
joke
3.
by the time.
Yeah,
No, Bride of Chucky, I think, is the third one.
Is it? I thought there was 3, and then Bride of Chucky was the 4th one.
Oh, something, I don't know. And then when he has the son, and the son's all stupid.
Well, all of them before Bride of Chucky, because it was like actually like legit. Like, all right, he's out to kill everyone to get the freaking little kid's
Oh,
body.
it's a
or
serial
whatever.
killer in the body of a
Yeah.
children's toy. That's like scary. Not like Bride of Chucky and the Son of Chucky or whatever.
That
Is
was nice, Frank.
very nice, Frank. Is just too silly.
Yeah.
They're like jokes at that point.
And what made it worse though is because my grandma, I think it was my grandma, bought me a My Buddy.
Yeah, my
That
buddy.
looked exactly like Chucky. It was like a redheaded.
My buddy. Do you remember that commercial, Frank?
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy.
And then there
I
was the-
gotta concentrate.
There was the
now.
little one called Kid Sister for the girls. Kid Sister, Kid Sister.
Kid sister and me. You ever see the parody video where the business guy's like slaughtering the My Buddy doll?
No.
It's a real thing. Look it up.
Well, it's a parody video,
My
so I wouldn't
buddy.
be surprised.
My Buddy parody video. Look it up.
All right, Frank, do the same thing you did last time. Walk up real close, jump. Walk up real close, jump.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Hoo-yah!
All right. Ooh, I don't think I have that much time left, do I?
What?
Yeah, about the same amount of time.
Yeah.
You're 10 seconds behind your previous start. See, I didn't say anything that time, and you know what I
appreciate
mean.
it. Well, let's keep
Tried to
my
blast,
buddy,
tried
my
to
buddy.
blast me, tried to put me on blast for talking during that thing. But clearly, it makes no difference if I'm talking or not talking.
My buddy,
I'm not in the business of blowing up spots, but you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be accused of someone's performance.
My buddy and me.
Yeah.
I was at the edge of my seat on that battle.
Takes your breath away.
Oh man. Dun, 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 dun.
So, how did you enjoy Lethal Weapon in space, Frank?
Oh, police nuts?
Yeah.
He's like, wait, what?
It took him a second, but he got it.
It
It is. You're Mel Gibson, and you're friends with, you know,
I felt it was like the other guys, like that kind of cop buddy.
the
second
other
movie.
guys. The other guys is like a joke. My little brother is obsessed with that movie.
With
Really?
was it Will Ferrell and
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, right?
It's like his favorite movie. I'm like, could you be any more of a dude, bro? Bro, funniest fucking movie, bro.
It is a good movie though. I feel like they make good movies together. Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, hey, buddy. What you doing now? The Wahlburgers. Wahlburgers! I showed you that, right? The Conan O'Brien thing? Where the guy, he's like, you know, I forget who it was. Conan was talking about some show that was new, and the new season of Game of Thrones didn't start yet, and he goes, ha! It's like, your show will be crushed by a much mightier show. He's like, yes, well, I can see by how you're dressed. You're clearly talking about, you know, I think I know what show you're talking about. He's like, yes. He's like, do you hear it? Something's coming, and it starts with a W. He's like, yeah, I know, winter. He's like, nay, I speak of Wahlburgers. It's like, Wahlburgers, the show where Mark Wahlberg and his family own a burger restaurant in Boston. He's like, yay, 'tis the very same.
Nice, Frank.
Tiptoe?
Shut up, Christian.
Yeah, Christian.
Jesus. Because what I was gonna say is the other movie that they did together, Daddy's Home or Daddy's Back, or whatever it is, was funny too.
Yeah, hey, I'm your dad. I can't go to Boston. Nah. Can't do it, but I have to like listen to somebody speaking a Boston accent, and then I could like just do the whole thing.
Oh, I think the throwing that bracelet like opened your leg so you wouldn't hit the.
Somebody take my time.
Yeah. Yeah, we mean it. Don't rush things. Does it have to be his head, or can you hit his crotch and shit?
Hang on.
Has
Head.
to be his head.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's why the jumping is such a problem. Yeah.
Nice.
Frank, what were you doing? Too much jumping.
Hang on, I can do it.
That seems easier.
Shh.
Well, it's not
You're
aiming
jinxing it.
after
You're jinxing
you.
it.
Not jinxing anything.
Like Frank with his like, yeah, I beat him, and he runs into the fire. That was nice, Frank. I gotta admit.
I didn't even fire anything. That was weird. I heard the noise.
He was just too out of screen or whatever, I guess. Yep.
You see how hard this boss
Quick,
is, right?
quick question. Does that time go on to the next boss too as well?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I saw how.
I'm trembling.
Well, I
Yeah.
saw how. I saw that it wasn't really that hard. You just had to be patient, and
Yeah.
that was totally human error on Frank.
Yeah.
You would have had it if you weren't
I
so
agree.
zealous.
You could nitpick all you want, but Now you know why I kill myself. on
He's
these
in that
stages.
phase now. Now Frank is starting to hit that phase
Chug
where
a
he's
beer.
He did the Arino thing where he puts the controller down to do like the fist bump up, like yeah, like he won, and then there's like one last scene and he gets hit.
yay! Abnai! Abnai!
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Of course.
And the announcer goes, and then Arino did his usual fatal error. He put the controller down, and they like zoom up and like block everything out and just.
Did you ever watch
light
the
it up.
American version?
No, it's horrible.
Awful.
Don't you say it's
It's
horrible?
horrible.
It is.
It's terrible.
Reno made a mistake and accidentally put his controller down. Ugh.
Ugh.
I remember there was like
It was Kotaku. It was fucking assholes.
there was an episode where they
Hacks.
didn't release it yet, or they didn't want to release it, whatever, in the U.S. And I wanted to watch it, so I looked it up and I found the U.S. one. Like within the first 5 minutes, I heard the guy was like, "Nope." I'm like, "I'd rather just not watch the episode."
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad.
Sorry,
And also
guys.
too, it's not like why do they need an American? Why couldn't they just distribute it with an official subtitle release? Why do they even have to dub over anything?
Yeah.
They don't dub over any of the stuff he's doing or any of the other stuff. They just dub over the narrator. But it's like, what's the point? Did you get a life?
I
get
did.
a life. Sucks. It's got some beta male, doing a deep voice like this.
Nice,
Oh,
right?
nice.
Retro game challenge. So it's ugh.
Is that what the game is actually called here for the DS, or is it?
That's what it's called for the DS, which is really good. And I don't care about the name because that's all. It just there's no.
I thought it was still Game Center CX for the DS or whatever.
No, then they only in America we only got the first one. They did translate the second one. If you have a flash card or there is an emulator that can play DS games. Not 3DS yet, but DS games. You can play Game Master 2, and then I think they're working on Game Master 3 or Game Master CX 3 Reno's Challenge 3 or whatever on Reno on 3rd Street, which has like an overworld. I think that's 3DS exclusive. I don't know.
So you played one of them?
I played the one that came out in America.
How does it play? Like, is it like sort of like the show, or what do you?
No, think of it like, all right, so Final Fantasy, RC Pro, Gradius, one of those games, Kid Nicky, I think, or one of those like ninja games. There's a knockoff version of each one of those games in the game, and you have to play them, and they show up as cartridges, and they show up as you can have strategy guides and all that stuff. Like, you get like cheats to use in the game. Like, it's funny. You have to just beat all these challenges. There's like a Ninja Gaiden clone, because like it goes through the years of like the NES kind of thing, like in their kind of anecdotal world. So you'll play like this game called Haggleman, which is kind of like
Was it Haggleman? Like
Haggleman.
like he tries to make
haggles.
deals. Okay, I thought it was.
He
gonna be
doesn't
something else.
haggle. That's just his name. So the first two play the same, and they're kind of like these one-screen puzzle games, sort of. Kind of like flicky or mappy mixed with like like Kid Nicky or one of those like ninja games, on like the NES. But then the third one, you play the sequel. After you unlock after beating the first game, you get the sequel, and that's more of the same. And then when you get the third one, it's basically like Ninja Gaiden. It's really cool. There's like a Final Fantasy one called Guardia Quest or something, I think, or it's like pretty involved. It's really cool. Pretty much it's Reno is like torturing you, like, haha, you'll never beat my games, like, And then the second one's more the same. It's just more games or different games. And then the third one is, again, more the same, but it's like it has like an overworld, and it's supposed to try to recapture like that feel of going home as a kid with your friend, or I think your friend is actually like little boy Reno, and like his like adult self from the future is like in the cartridges or something fucked up like that. It's cute. It's a cute little game. They're fun too. It's like a mini game mix. It's like 8 games in one.
Okay.
So it has like WarioWare-esque challenges too, like to progress and gain experience to like unlock new games or secrets or something like that. It's like collect this many points, or use the warp on level 14, or you know what I mean? Like you have like what do they call that? you have challenges or like achievements, you know, to complete in like the thing. It's pretty cool. I don't own it physically. I had a flash card for my DS Lite when that was big, so
I thought they fixed that where it didn't work anymore. Like they had
DS Lite? No.
Oh.
You're thinking 3DS. DS Lite and DSi were a no because they didn't have like well, they could be updated. The firmware could be updated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need a drinking break.